You are an interesting creature. Ah, ah, ah! No screaming now. Too early, silly girl. Why do the boys like you? You're unique, yes, but that can't be all that you have going for you. Ooh, you're feisty. That could be why. How silly of me. I forgot that we demons are not well known of in your world. You can call me Diana, little human. I am, but I'm much more than just an average demon. Silly girl. I'm a succubus. Well, you are pretty. A goody little two-shoes, aren't you? Oh, I just wanted to see who my competition was. For the boys, of course. They don't belong here, and yet here they remain. I want to know why, and remedy this little issue. Silly, uneducated human. You don't understand the important roles these boys play in the abyssal planes. You keeping them here is practically imprisonment. Is that a threat? How cute. What are you going to do? Kill me? You barely have the strength to stand, little human. I can rip the rest of your energy out and knock you into a coma. You'll never be able to wake up again. Enjoy every minute of it. Now, you're going to listen to everything I say without any questions. Got it? Good. I plan to bring the boys back to the abyssal planes. Why? So that I can take my place as queen of their realm. They have no reason to be here in this silly little world, so I'm going to make sure they return home. Okay, Pumpkin? Call me evil all you want, dearie. I'm not evil. You're just in my way. Now, be a good little human and go to bed. I'll make sure they're gone before you get home tomorrow from school, so make sure to say goodbye in the morning. Oh, please do. Give me a reason to make your life a living hell. Oh, and make sure you don't tell the boys I was here. I want my visit to be a surprise. You must not care about your friends and family as much as you care for the boys. Let's just say that if you tell the boys about me, I'll make sure that no one will care for you, and you'll be all alone in this little house until the day you die. Have a good night.
Good morning, miss. Did you sleep well?
She's here.
Damien, what's up with you? Of course she's here. She kinda owns the house.
Diana, is she important?
Did she try to hurt you?
So, she's come to try and bring us back.
She must really be desperate.
Well, what should we do now?
Nothing. She'll give up eventually.
Will she? No, she isn't. However, she is a very powerful demon.
She's a master of mind manipulation and has been trained in illusion. Unlike other demons who use strength to get power, she uses her charisma.
She has the power to make armies bow to her and obey her every whim. That's why she's so obsessed with us.
Well, she sorta has family ties to us. She was promised to marry one of us in exchange for more power.
She's just some whacked up hussy who doesn't know how to close her legs. She's not a real threat.
Oh, really? I feel insulted.
So, you took up a human name as well.
Beautiful name, isn't it? Well, for a human name, anyway.
What the hell do you want?
To bring you back, of course. However, you weren't supposed to know that I was coming. I completely forgot about that little mind-reading ability. My mistake. My. What has the world come to? A group of demons protecting a human girl? I'll tell you right now, she's not that pretty. And from what I can tell, she's still a virgin. Oh, really? Do I have to remind you of the power?
You will leave this instant.
Or what? You'll kill me? I completely dare you to.
Let me do it. I could use the workout.
Don't.
And why not?
She wants us to kill her. If she dies, then civil war starts in the demon world.
Very good, sweetie.
What happens in the demon world doesn't concern us anymore. We live here now.
The demons will come to the human world and hunt us down before attacking each other.
You sneaky bitch.
Well, will you all change your minds? I assure you, it's for the greater good. No. Well, I see. Either all of you are playing a very convincing hard-to-get game, or you all must be out of your minds. Very well. I guess I'll take my leave now.
She'll be back, but she won't kill us. She needs us alive.
Whatever. We'll just keep saying no. She can't force us to come back.
She can't do anything but annoy us. Eventually she'll give up.
That's the hope anyway.
If she comes after you, you need to tell us, okay?
Students, you'll be having a substitute for class today. Everyone meet
Miss Diana. Thank you, Dean. You can go now. So, history. History, history, history. Such a silly thing, isn't it? I mean, what do we care about the past? We're in the present. The present is so full of wonderful things. While the labors of the past are the reason we have many things, it is our chance and privilege to utilize what has been given to us. What's even funnier about human beings is that some of the bits of history we hear as either made up or completely biased to one side. It's like a story you read as a child. You hear of the princess and the prince, and they live happily ever after. But what about the family she left behind? What of her friends? The original story of The Little Mermaid, a perfect example of biased opinion. Here we have a girl who thinks she can be with this prince, but this prince has to marry a princess. What would happen if the mermaid had her way? What makes the mermaid so important that the princess has to suffer the consequences? Oh? And why does it not matter? Ah, but that is exactly my point. While the story talks about the mermaid and the prince's romance, we don't see the problems of the kingdom the prince rules. While we are all fixated with this love story, we ignore the fact the kingdom would fall apart without the marriage between the prince and princess. Well, luckily in the real story of The Little Mermaid, the mermaid knows that what she was doing was wrong, and she threw herself into the ocean, turning into sea foam. Not true. How so? Interesting. So what you are saying is that the princess should be given no mind. Even at the risk of a kingdom falling apart? You know what? School isn't important. Everyone, go ahead and head home. Take the week off.
Attention students! Due to an emergency faculty meeting, we will be closing school for the remainder of the day and this entire week. Please leave the school quickly and quietly and have a good rest of the week.
Have a nice week off. School will resume next week. Excuse me, little miss. I'd like you to stay a little while. There's something we need to discuss. You two can head home. Don't worry about your friend until next week, okay? If you contact her, she won't reply, so don't bother. If she contacts you, ignore her, because she's just fine. What? Do I not make a good teacher? I figured you should have a little lesson, so I took matters into my own hands. You really think so, dear? And what makes you so sure about that? Now, let's have a little taste of that sweet, virginal sexual energy. Sam, who is... Ah, one of the boys. Why don't you tell me which boy is Sam? Really? The brute? With you? All right, then. Well, if it's the brute you're infatuated with, you should really rethink your romantic options. You can go now. Remember, no class for the rest of the week. Oh, were they your ride? My apologies. Let me help then.